Welcome back to Jambar TV. I'm Monica KURJAN.
And I'm KELCEY Norris.
Today we're bringing you a faculty strike update, the latest on drive-ins, and a deep dive in sports. Stay tuned.
Jambar TV in Youngstown, Ohio. This is your student news. With KELCEY Norris, Monica KURJAN, Gabrielle Owens, Abigail Cloutier, Thomas KUSHNER, and Ben Lulai. This is Jambar TV.
Contract negotiations resumed Wednesday after the Board of Trustees rejected the Fact Finder's report Monday. Wednesday night, the faculty union released a statement indicating negotiations stalled once again. Negotiations will continue today. The union has until tomorrow to approve a final strike vote. If enacted, the union would strike Monday. This is a developing story, so for the latest news, visit jambar.com.
As spring semester approaches, classes will look the same as fall's. YSU will continue to use web-based, online live, and agile hybrid courses next semester.
So, we at Youngstown State would love nothing more than to have our students back on campus in all face-to-face classes, except for a number of classes that we always provide online for students that it meets their schedule or that are off campus anyway. But, we were certainly hoping by now that for spring semester we'd have been a vaccine available, or this thing would have gone away and we could have said starting in spring we're all back the way we were before. But especially given that course schedules are due soon, we had to make the decision, or I had to make the decision, that we're going to go ahead and offer classes using the same modalities that we used in the fall.
Political science and law majors study, learn, and give back together. Pi Sigma Alpha, a National Honor Society for Political Science students, earned their 5th consecutive Best Chapter Award. Only 16 of 700 chapters in the nation earned this award. The president explains how their events helped them stand out to earn the award last year.
So to earn the award, the past executive board and members put together film screenings, they had honorary guest speakers, and then we also did our induction dinner where we had Judge Carla Baldwin inducted as an honorary member, and she spoke there, so that was a really awesome opportunity to hear her speak. We also did LSAT study sessions, writing contests.
It's a strong recognition of just how well the students have gotten involved in chapter activities, and that we have shown ourselves to be a model for how other chapters of Pi Sigma Alpha ought to be put together and become active.
Classes have been in session for nearly 8 weeks. Are students still following pandemic guidelines? Joy Polkabla-Byers, Executive Director of Campus Recreation and Student Wellbeing, sees variations.
Of it, I see peaks and valleys. It's very interesting to me to watch. When I look at reports, I start to see that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's a lot more adoption of it, and then Thursday and Friday, now is there less classes? Is there less people around campus? That I may not know.
As construction on 5th Avenue continues, the M60 parking deck on Lincoln Avenue remains partially closed due to drainage issues brought on by weeks of heavy rain.
As you know, we've had some unbelievably heavy rains. And what happens when you have a construction site is the water moves some of the dirt and the silt. And so now, and we did have an issue with a lot of that on the entranceway to the deck.
O'Connell expects the second half of the partially closed deck will reopen in the upcoming weeks for students wanting to park closer to campus.
Online learning presents its share of challenges for both students and instructors. Whether it's missing assignments, broken links, or confusing design, being unfamiliar with new technology can cause problems. The Department of Cyber Learning helps those who struggle with using Blackboard and accessing online resources.
So basically for instructors, we take them all the way through the development process, which would be submitting an application to develop an online course, through the full development of the course, and then also we do at the very end, before it can go online, it has to go through a review process. So it has to be determined acceptable to go online before we put it on there. And then in addition to that, we also provide resources to students and faculty, as well as support for student and faculty.
Members of the YSU community share what Hispanic Heritage Month means to them. Alicia Prieto, Associate Director in the Math Department, says that Hispanic Heritage Month is more than just a performance of Hispanic culture. It's also recognition of Latino contributions to math and science.
We are an academic institution, and I think that the celebration and the events should become more of a portrait and a featuring of the academic part of our history, right?
To many, the month celebrates achievements and is also a celebration of culture and customs. Food, music, and dance are unique to each Hispanic country, but still shared.
Youngstown State University students and writers gathered on Zoom for Lit Youngstown's 4th annual Fall Literary Festival last week. The festival gives students the opportunity to learn about writing and editing.
So one thing we want to do is to provide a conference experience to especially undergraduate students who have never been able to attend a conference before, just give them a little taste of that. But it's readings, it is craft talks on how to write, how to edit, how to think about writing, how to publish, how to promote books, what the bigger literary landscape is like.
The live stream sessions were recorded and available on Lit Youngstown's YouTube channel. Next, Thomas Kushner will give us our weekly coronavirus update. Stay tuned.
I'm Thomas Kushner with your weekly coronavirus update. On Monday, the university reported 3 additional cases of coronavirus. The cases come from 3 students who live off campus. As of August 1st, there have been 24 cases associated with the university. As of yesterday, both Mahoning and Trumbull counties have been put into the red zone. For more information about counties, visit ohio.gov's coronavirus dashboard, and for more information about the university, visit YSU's coronavirus dashboard. Up next, Abigail Cloutier interviews Penguin Hall of Famer and Director of Player Personnel, Tim Johnson, so stay tuned.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State, and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex, and I'm Y and proud.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared, and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, I understand what it takes to be the very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.
Hey kid, you wanna try some exercise?
Wait, what? What's going on right now?
Yeah man, exercise.
I don't know. I don't know if I should even be talking to you right now.
It's got lots of benefits.
Okay.
The benefits of exercise include increased levels of energy, higher quality of sleep, better muscle and bone strength, improved memory, and clearer skin.
Welcome back to Jambar TV. I'm Abigail Cloutier, and today I'm here with Tim Johnson, the Director of Player Personnel for the Penguins. Tim, what's it like being back in the Valley and working with the Penguins?
Well, it's kind of like I never left, but it's great to be back. It's been a great ride so far, and so I think this is my third time back after coming and signing with YSU in '99 and leaving in 2000 and coming back to get my degree in 2014, and now we're back for the third time working as Director of Player Personnel, so it's great.
And what's it like working as the Director of Player Personnel, getting dropped in the middle of a pandemic?
Well, it's been rocky, but with our great leadership with President Jim Tressel and Head Coach Doug Phillips have been great leading the kids and leading the staff, and it's been an experience, but it's been fun learning from our experienced staff and learning our local recruiting areas and learning the kids and the high school coaches. So building relationships has been great for us so far.
And what do you want to accomplish coaching and recruiting in the Valley?
Well, it's obvious we want to make Youngstown State a well-known university for kids to get a chance to experience the college life and get a degree from our great university. And so playing sports here is another thing that we want to offer the kids. But I had a great experience here, coming to college here and getting a degree from here and playing sports. And so we obviously want to offer that to the next up-and-coming generation of youth.
And what do you feel like impacted you the most as a player, either in your time at YSU or in your time in the NFL, that made you want to get into coaching?
Hey, let me be honest. It's the leadership of then coach Jim Tressel, signing here under his leadership and playing for a national championship in 1999, haven't seen the other championships we've won so far. So learning from our great leader, who's now the president, and so he's a great coach, and he inspired me a lot to do the thing and do it right and play the game right and get my education. Most importantly, he really stressed about getting a degree and completing that degree, and so I wanted to get my degree from here, and so that's why I returned and got my degree based upon the leadership of President Jim Tressel.
And I know in your time before you returned in a coaching capacity, you worked a lot with head impact prevention. So could you tell us a little bit about that and why you wanted to do that?
Oh, hip football. Yeah, we founded that organization, and so because of my love for the sport, love for the game, we kind of noticed what was going on within the industry and wanting to protect our youth. I think we took a step towards like leading our younger players into the education of the sport to learn more about how to play the game from my NFL pro experience. So we shared that pro experience with the youth here in the Mahoning Valley and all across the nation. So my love for the game and wanting to see youth have the same opportunity, if not a better opportunity than myself, offering the youth the Watts facility and the indoor facility, something that the youth around this local area need to see. So we were able to experience that and share that experience with the youth, and hopefully we made an impact.
And when you went to the NFL, I know you were undrafted, and in that experience, do you have any advice for high schoolers or young players that want to make a name for themselves?
My advice would be to start early and often. And so one thing I did do is that I wrote my goals down. So as a young guy, 10th grade, I was writing my goals down of what I wanted to accomplish, where I wanted to go with those accomplishments, and how I wanted to achieve them. So being able to write down my goals and tape them on the wall and pin them up so that, my brothers and sisters and some of my roommates could see my goals, and then it became real once I wrote them down. So making check marks next to them, seeing what I did and didn't accomplish allows me to set attainable goals the following year. So just keep pushing.
Absolutely. That's all the time we have today at Jambar TV. Next, Gabrielle Owens will bring us our arts and entertainment news, so stay tuned.
The communication department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. We explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the JAMBAR and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's communication department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana and I am why I'm proud.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Welcome back to Jambar TV. I'm Gabrielle Owens. This semester, classrooms aren't the only things on campus facing challenges. Nearby museums also made big changes due to COVID-19. Jambar reporter Emily McCarthy has more.
Visit the Butler Museum of American Art and you'll see many of the same safety measures that have been taken on campus. Public Relations Manager Wendy Swick said that the museum has also made changes to its air handling system.
We have made a change to our air handling system, which makes sure that fresh air is coming in and it's not recycling old air. So we did make improvements there. And also, we have someone here constantly cleaning the railings and the restrooms.
Claudia Berlinski, director of McDonough Museum of Art, says in her museum they had to find alternative ways to bring events to the community.
We're trying to reach out to the community virtually, just so we stay on their mind and they don't forget about us or think that we're not open. And so we've been doing a lot of, we've been actually doing recording sessions in the museum with small groups or solo performers, and then launching those, premiering those on YouTube.
Traditional events are also changing at the Arms Family Museum, operated by the Mahoning Valley Historical Society. Jessica Trickett, collections manager, says it can't hold its popular annual holiday event.
We have had to cancel our Memories of Christmas Past exhibit for this year. We're doing some alternative programs, both online and down at our Tyler History Center site.
While museums are following new safety precautions, they still realize their educational significance to the public. This has been Emily McCarthy with Jambar TV.
Despite closed movie theaters, families can still go out and have entertainment under the stars at their local drive-in. Elm Road Triple Drive-In Theater in Warren has been entertaining families throughout the pandemic. But these drive-ins aren't just known for their movies. Elm Road Drive-In owners Mark and Sherry Hosevier pride themselves on amenities like concessions.
Portion of the business is absolutely essential for the survival of any drive-in theater. If we had to rely on and as a matter of fact, that's why a lot of drive-ins, didn't make it.
This year, drive-ins are offering more than movies. Their built-in social distancing capacities let them host live music, dance recitals, and graduation ceremonies. Freshman Kelly Fraser says she preferred her drive-in ceremony over a traditional one.
It felt more satisfying being there in a more casual setting with your friends and stuff, while still being socially distant.
Elm Road Triple Drive-Ins is open every Friday and Saturday night and will show movies into fall. Campus Recreation provides students with virtual game night, this or that debates, and a talent show. Freshman telecommunications major Caleb Ellison finds relief in online game nights after long hours of online classes.
Sometimes I definitely feel virtually burnt out, especially if I just have a ton of WebEx meetings set up, lined up. But I feel like with virtual games, the game nights and stuff, it's kind of a refresher that, you know, these virtual tools, they can be used for fun too, and not just constant studying and all that.
Register for upcoming game nights, this or that debates, or the virtual talent show online. After the break, Ben Lulai brings us the latest in sports, so stay tuned.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, I understand what it takes to be the very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared, and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Hey kid, you wanna try some exercise?
Wait, what? What's going on right now?
Yeah, man, exercise.
I don't know. I don't know if I should even be talking to you right now.
It's got lots of benefits.
Okay.
The benefits of exercise include increased levels of energy, higher quality of sleep, better muscle and bone strength, improved memory, and clearer skin.
Welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Ben Lulai with your sports update. We dove into new head football coach Doug Phillips' goals going into spring. Jordan Boitnott has more.
YSU's new head football coach is looking to make an early impact in his return to Youngstown State. Phillips served as a graduate assistant in 1991 and 1992 under Jim Tressel.
And just started hanging around, and all of a sudden decided he wanted to go into coaching, and you could just tell he was a worker. Early on, he was popping popcorn and selling it at the games just to make ends meet. And just seeing his work ethic when he was young, he really did a great job of attaching himself with the coaches and saying, hey, I want to learn. You know, I want to be good at this.
Phillips knows the school and will have a strong impact on recruiting and player relationships.
I thought his experience was exactly what we needed. Doug knows Youngstown State inside and out. He knows the community inside and out. But more importantly, as a superintendent of schools and a former high school coach and a former teacher, he understands what the parents are looking for and what the athletes really need.
Phillips said he is making the best of the situation in his first year despite COVID-19.
I try to find the positive side. The positive side is we got to really build relationships with our players. We've really got to work with them, not only academically, but on the football field. So, you know, people ask me all the time, you know, probably the worst year to take a head football coaching job, but, you know, I'm proud to be the Youngstown State head football coach, no matter even if it's during a pandemic.
Last week, the Penguins announced their spring schedule. YSU students are excited and anxious for the Penguins to get their season underway. Let's see what a few of them had to say.
You know, my reaction was kind of like surprised a little bit. I was surprised they didn't have it in the fall after the Big Ten, try to have the season this year, but it's pretty surprising. I don't like opening up against North Dakota State on a Sunday to start the season. It's a little interesting on a Sunday, but I think it's going to be very interesting. I think YSU will have a great season. I do like the 8-game. I see an 8-game schedule. I see a lot of winnable games there, so I really like it. I think it's interesting.
I'm looking forward to the tailgates before the game, you know, getting together with a bunch of my friends, supporting Youngstown State and their team. Go Penguins.
The game I'm looking forward to, probably North Dakota State. They're the best team in YSU's conference, and I think YSU has a good chance to beat them this year.
This week in YSU sports history, we're highlighting former women's basketball player Wanda Grant. She played for the Penguins from 1977 to 1981. In 1988, she became the first woman inducted into the YSU Athletics Hall of Fame. Grant is best known for scoring buckets and grabbing rebounds. She averaged 23 points and 15 rebounds per game for her career, both of which are best in program history. Grant also ranks third all-time in total points and second in total rebounds. Next, Penguin Rundown brings us the latest in women's golf, so stay tuned.
Welcome into the Penguin Rundown. I'm Monica KURJAN alongside Katie Rogers-Vidala. Today we're coming to you from inside the Watts where we are standing on the putting green. Katie, what sport are we covering this week?
And this week we're covering women's golf, and Richie and I caught up with some of the girls at the Youngstown Country Club.
But before we get into that, we want to give you a little bit of news that has come out in the past couple of weeks. The Youngstown State football team has announced their schedule for the spring 2021 season, and they will be playing their first game on February 21st at North Dakota State.
How exciting. Football's coming back, everybody. They still have a couple months to practice, but hopefully this means that other sports can come back as well.
Exactly, and we're really excited to see what happens the next couple of months. But now we're going to send it over to our crew at Youngstown Country Club, where we caught up with a few members of the women's golf program.
The women's golf team is practicing hard for a potential season in the spring, but before we get into golf, we asked the players some of their favorite memories at YSU.
My favorite moment is just getting to spend a lot of the weekends at home and like practicing, qualifying, and getting semi-competitive rounds in since we couldn't travel.
I think last year whenever we went to spring break as a team, it was really a good experience. We were all together and it was really enjoyable.
With the vast majority of golf courses around Youngstown, we asked some of the players what their favorite courses are to play and their favorite in the Youngstown area.
I really enjoy Youngstown Country Club and Avalon Lakes. They are really nice country clubs around here, and they make you feel like they're not in Ohio. They're like a southern feel of a golf course, stuff like that. It's really nice. So
I have to say Kiowa was really a nice course. Everything like around there, it was beautiful, and to see the alligators and everything, that was crazy. So.
And that wraps up today's broadcast. For more news, check out thejambar.com.
Enjoy your fall breaks and be sure to continue to stay safe and stay healthy. And we'll see you back here in 2 weeks for more news, arts, and sports.
Support for JambarTV is provided in part by the YSU Foundation and the Jane F. Lamb Charitable Foundation. Thank you.
You to explore the more than 100 classes we have to offer. Students have the chance to read the classics and to discover classics in the making, to encounter the many voices in literature, and explore their own voices creatively. Students can develop practical skills for the professional marketplace in technical and business writing classes. They can study linguistics, education, and second language acquisition, and even film and screenwriting. Come see what YSU English has to offer you.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.